Do you want to learn to trade fast? You can start today. Zero to Hero Trader is the only way. If the market's going up, if it's going down, you can make money and we'll show you how. Our system can work for everyone. Join us for some trading fun. Zero to Hero Trader, learn to trade in no time. Watch our videos and be sure to subscribe.
Hello guys, this is Trader Sarab from ZeroToHeroTrader.com, and today is June 29, 2020, and the market just opened, so I'm just looking to make a couple of good trades. And today I'm going to be using an advanced strategy called option selling. So I'm going to be scalping based on option selling. So it's an interesting way of doing it, and I don't recommend it for new traders. This is really for advanced traders that has been trading for a while. So we're going to look for a good opportunity. I'm going to be looking to sell, I'd say 322 or 323 calls for today expiration. Whenever I'm going to be selling it when it looks weak. So I don't want to be going in when it's going strong. When it's going up, I want to be selling it when SPY look like it wants to go down. And I want to be very selective. So usually like the first 4 or 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, I let it play out. You know, I don't want to know because we don't really know what direction it's going. I mean, I can tell you based on what I'm seeing right now, SPY look like it wants to go up. Then at the same time, I'm seeing UVXY is moving up, so which is the fear index. So it's actually showing the opposite of that. So that's usually not a good sign. They usually usually moves in the inverse direction. So something got to give right now. UVXY, even though it's moving up, but it's not that strong. While SPY is pretty strong, and we can look at our heat map. And it will tell us exactly what's going on. Amazon is red. Tesla, it's green. Apple is green. ADD indicator, that's actually pretty positive. I got my little kids behind us. So we can see, like BA had an earning, so had a bad earning but still moving up. Netflix is somewhat up. So, I like to wait until the market has picked the direction, because in the morning you're just shaking out all the people. There's a lot of order coming in for both sides. Alright, as we can see, SPY is still strong for the upside. SPY is pretty strong for the upside. Tesla's moving up as well. So normally I trade Tesla, Amazon. I usually my go-to stocks in the morning, also SPY. But lately, I think the premium is too high for me to be actually scalping, because I can't really go in with a multiple contract without having to put down like 10,000 on it, close to the money. And I just don't like it because, like they're moving pretty quickly and they can fake you out sometimes. So not the ideal situation in my case. If you have a big account and you like trading and you're successful for it, you go for it. I have a decent sized account, but I just don't like taking that much risk. I think I can get a better return doing similar other higher probability play. I can't even speak in the morning time. Need a little more coffee. All right. So right here for SPY. All right. I think I turned off my desktop audio video, so hopefully you shouldn't be hearing those dings anymore, like in the previous videos. So this is somewhat the consolidation range, where SPY has moved up enough where now it could actually reverse, or it could consolidate, then break out again. A lot of time we don't know what's going to happen, and yeah, we can look behind and say like, oh, that was clear based on the chart that it did this or whatever. But right here you can see the reversal, and the entry, if I wanted to go for a long, would be when it's moving it back up. You can see UVXY creating a new high. So for most part, like in the first couple of minutes, the relationship was broken. Now it's acting a little more together and the way it should be. All right. So I think I'm gonna go for my first trade. I think I'm still gonna wait. I'll let you know when I enter. Yeah, because to me it's like weird. You can see the wicks. I don't like these wicks. That means sure. It's to me it looked like the move is over or it's not as strong because people are getting trapped over here. It's failing to break to the newer highs. And you can see the opposite of the same thing right here. It's not making the new low, which it should be, which it may do right now, but I'm not seeing the clear continuation. And the move was pretty strong for the upside. So a lot of time is, I don't mind waiting because I'd rather be in a good trade rather than being in a bad trade. Because if I'm entering right here and this thing's go rip right here back up, then I'm gonna be losing. Yeah, you can see the UVXY is moving down, and more likely that's gonna give a push to the SPY up. So I can play on the call side because it's more likely that's where it's gonna be. If it start moving up, creating a new high, then I can play it. Alright guys, so I took a 5-minute break, came back, didn't took any trades yet. I'm still monitoring my trade and it did what I was expecting it to do, where it was gonna bounce back. And we just gotta play smart, we don't need to rush it. Let the trade come to you. And hopefully today the charting in the background is not that loud or none of those things that were happening before. Alright, so the SPY is moving down, so it actually looks good right now. I'm actually going to try to go for it. Alright, so I sold SPY calls, and I'm going to try to cover them for 6 cents. So I probably need to come down another, another 5, 6, another 1 or 2 cents. And I should be hitting my target right now. Alright, there we go. So that was a quick $60 profit right there. We didn't have to do a lot. We just had to be patient and take our trade. You can see right there. I stole 85 cents and I cover at 79 cents. So those of you who are new to the options or to trading, I'm selling options and one option contract of calls or put, whatever it is equal to 100 shares. So you may see it's 85 cents, and then you're looking at 79 cents, and be like, how the hell are you? Did you made $60? You made 6 cents. Maybe time 10, you made 60 cents. No, it's not the case. So over here, it's I made 6 cents per 10 contract, and each contract equal to 100 shares. So, and that's 6,000 cents. I'm going to divide that by 100 pennies, so that's $60. I know I just did the long way, but hopefully you got the idea. So as you can see, like it's moving back around up and down. So let's look at the actual chart of what it's doing. A lot of time, they like to fake you out and move in the opposite direction. So you can see came down, moving back up. So we're going to look for the next opportunity. And these videos is going to be like a little bit longer than my recaps. So because I know a couple of people asked like, yeah, we see the entries and we see the exit, but can you show us how you trade live, and what are you thinking when stuff is going on? So I want to try to make a couple of these videos a couple of times a week. So it's moving down again and actually looking good. So I'm going to try to go in for the put. Let's see if I get having problem getting. All right, there we go. I sold at 81 cents. I'm going to try to cover at 76 cents. So you can see right here that Amazon is also moving down. So the pressure is now is coming on the downside. UVXY, I don't like this wick. You can see this on the opposite side. But the good thing is when you're selling option, even if it's going against you for a little while, it's okay, you can hold it out, because more likely, you have the time decay working in your favor. So I should be getting my exit pretty soon. I'm 2 cents away from my exit based on what I'm seeing. So we can put it over here. Yeah, so having internet connection problem. I should be getting a new internet connection very soon. I think on 10 days. So I'm switching from Spectrum to Verizon. You can see I got internet connection delayed. So I'm going to check on my phone where I am. I'm still in the middle. Still hasn't filled. It's moving back up. But a lot of time you can wait it out, and that's a good strategy when doing the option selling, because more likely, especially the same day expiration, they tend to decay pretty quickly. So what I notice is they decay pretty quickly in the first half an hour, and after that, like especially the afternoon, they decay pretty quickly. So you can see it's still hovering around this area. So I just needed to go down another 2 cents. It's at 78, so should be getting a fill pretty soon. There we go. We got a refill. So if you trust your plan and you go with that. So as you can see, even I'm getting a shitty internet connection, I lose it. Yes, I can monitor on the phone, but I'm not freaking out because I know my play, how I played, how I scalp it, and the levels and what I'm seeing it. You just gotta be patient. See, right here, I was seeing it was gonna move down, and I felt comfortable because I see the Amazon was also moving down. I see UVXY moving up. So far we made, well, actually it was a 5 cents, it wasn't a 6 cents, so I made $50 on that move right there. Where is it? And you can see, it like to move back up and down, like we call this sideways garbage. All right, so first was a 6 cents, and the second one is a 5 cents, so that's $110 so far we made. And it's moving back up, so we'll see, And let's look at our heat map. Heat map, Amazon is negative, Tesla is negative, Apple is positive for the day, but not so much. I mean, ADD is pretty positive for the day. Tech, UVXY, UVXY is positive. Microsoft is still up for the day. BA is finally breaking down. I think BA would be a good entry. I want to try to look to go long. I want to set my alert at around 173. Yeah. Because if it moves up, it's going to trap all these shorts over here. So I don't have to be monitoring that stock. I'm just going to be patient. I know my levels and everything. It's going to be above VWAP, and it had the earnings. So more likely the market maker is going to try to screw both sides. So right now they are screwing the call side, people who are long. So I'm going to try to get into it and monitor the stocks when it goes over 173, because more likely he's going to try to squeeze all those people who are short, who are making money right now. To be honest with you, even though the market is going down right now, it still looks pretty bullish when I'm looking at my heat map. So good chance, like we can see new highs on SPY today. But you know what? We just play our charts. We don't worry about anything like that. And it's in a triangle. You can draw your levels, draw your triangles. And sometimes I like to look at the stock in different time frames. And this is just SPY, because I'm trading SPY. I used to trade a lot of SPY, so I'm just getting back to my old habits. All right. So right now there's a TTM squeeze on the 1 minute, so meaning that once it moves in one direction, it could be a nice move, and also TTM squeeze on the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, you can see how the MACD look. This it's not even clear. Look like it wants to go down, but it's not that strong. We just got to be patient. I mean, the market overall is pretty positive. There's another way we can look at the market. Let me see. Yep. So there's this feature right here on TOS, think it's swim platform. Market watch, and you click on visualize, and you will see everything right here. You can see it's mostly green rather than red. And then I can also look at my favorite scanners and everything to see what's really moving, and what AMD has been a beast. So is Shop. Shazad in our chat room yesterday was posting about Shopify, how it really is moving up so quickly and how it's setting up pretty good. All right, you can see, SPY's actually moving up. Let's look at it. Yep, it's actually broke out of that. So you know what? I actually will go long. Let's see if it will fill me in. I'm chasing right now. I don't like chasing. Moved up a couple of cents. It's still not filling me in. You know what? I want to wait for a pullback. Beautiful move. All right. So a lot of time I have noticed I get screwed, I would say 60-70% of the time when I'm chasing a move like this, because more likely the move is going to come down and I'm always like, like raising my bid and everything. So literally right now, if I were to show you, I put a bunch of my contract to go from 87. Let me see if this will show. Not this message. Yeah, you can see. Where is it? Um, so yeah, you can see that I entered 91, 92, 93, and I didn't feel like chasing after that because I just keep moving up. So I'd rather wait for it to come back to like 90 or something, and a lot of time I get screwed that way. So I tend to avoid things after a couple of times I got screwed. But the move is good, like move could be good for longer, but to me it doesn't make sense. Now I should be looking to, get back into it for selling the calls when it's looking weak for the upside. That's where I want to capture now. All the people who were chasing it, getting screwed, that's who I want to sell my calls to. And sometimes I like to wait for a little more confirmation. I mean, it's looking good right now, but I want to wait for a little bit more of a confirmation. If I'm wrong, I need to cut my losses quickly.
Coming up at 10 a.m. Pending home sales for June, plus 15% expected.
You know what? I want to go for it. I want to go for 6 cents. So I sold it at 98 cents, 323 calls. I'm looking to cover at 92 cents. Still not the ideal play, but maybe it is. I should be getting cover very shortly. I mean, UVXY is moving up. It's moving down. It looked like it touched my stuff. Oh, there we go. So I just got fill. So that was another quick 60 cents. I think the SPY is still going to move up, but I'm just looking for the quick scalps. So you can see people who bought it at 98, waiting, hoping that it's going to break out even more. Those are the people who I sold it, and I cover right here at 92 cents. So that's a $60 profit right there. So we're up to 170 in profit for the day. Now I'm going to be patient, wait for another opportunity. And what I'm doing is option selling. It does require a big account. It does require you to be over PTD, because when you're scalping, you cannot do it on a small account. You're going to be hitting the PTD. You can do a cash account, but the cash account doesn't allow you to use margin and do these sell the contracts like these. For that, you do need a margin, so you do definitely need an account over 25,000. And whatever I'm doing, you can do with 10 contracts or you can do with 50 contracts, and it doesn't make a difference. So what I'm making right now, I could be multiplying that with 5, 10, but I just right now, for my own comfort level, I don't feel comfortable putting so much money out there, especially in a market where it could be just going up or down in other direction. I don't like to get screwed. When the market's more stable, then I don't mind going with 20, 30, even 50 contracts. And also the premiums are, premiums are not that bad right now. But when the move last couple of times, what's it called? I think a couple of weeks ago, then also a couple of months ago, the premiums were just crazy. So right here, to me, is doing the box pattern. If you don't know what that is, you should join our chat room and learn all the things that we teach over there, and also the trading course we have. It looked like it's already breaking out of it, but the candle need to close above this area. Because if it doesn't close, more likely, it just went up and just came back down. So that's not a confirmation. You want to wait for the confirmation. So now it looks pretty good, it's a pretty big engulfing candle.
KODK now resuming 2120 Kilo Oscar Delta Kilo. Shares will hold it. Now resuming. Reuters said there was news pending. Apparently not. Shares are hitting the high now. 2248 on KODK.
So what I want to start doing now is also, I think the SPY has moved enough where I think it looks pretty good to start scalping puts as well, because it looked like it really wants to go back up and creates a new high.
Treasury says it agrees to 0%
And we are
interest
also at a level.
loan of up to $10 million for the coronavirus relief legislation. Rite Aid, Romeo Alpha Delta says now operating 264
Just
medical
listening to
centers
Charlie.
in 15 states. That's Romeo Alpha Delta, Rite Aid.
So now my game plan is I'm going to start scalping every time when it's going to be moving up, and start scalping when it's moving down. So usually the first half an hour I just like to do one side, and after half an hour I try to maybe sometime do both sides depending on how I feel, the way I'm seeing the market. So right now I'm just waiting for this move to be exhausted, do a quick scalp for the downside, then do a scalp when it starts to move back up.
Kodak are halted again, KODK. 2427, Kodak shares up 205% today.
Kodak is going crazy. Alright, I think I may be entering soon for the downside. It looks like it's a little exhausted around here. Alright, so I just got into the put side for the downside by selling the calls. And we're going to look to cover for another 6 cents, so that would be a $60 profit. So I'm looking to cover at 102. You can see that right here. Yeah, I just need to come back to maybe, another 10 cents or something like that. moving up, which I don't like it. So maybe it's not ready yet. Alright, I think I trapped a little more people in there. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go for 3 cents. I'm not really liking it so much. You know what, I'm actually gonna take a loss because I'm not liking it. I could be still right, it could go in my favor, but I'm okay giving up a $20 profit. So there we go. I took a $20 loss right there. Alright, I'm actually gonna go and come back a little bit later. And I'll continue the video from there where I left. So as you can see, yeah, it's moving up right now, which, yeah, I mean, I just need confirmation because it can go up or go down, and where I don't want to be caught on the wrong side because the move for the day, as I tell you, like a lot of the things are actually moving up. Alright guys, I'm back and I took another trade, and this time I took a trade for the upside, so I'm selling the puts. So I sold the puts at 127. I'm going to look to cover at 120. So I'm up 150 from my call selling. I made a $60 profit, made another $50 profit, then I made another $60 profit, so that was 170. And after that, I lost $20. I had to cut one of the position. And with this position, if I get my target, which I'm waiting for another couple more cents to hit, if it does, I'll be up for, I think, 220, 150 plus 70, so 220. And this is almost like 1 hour. You know, I took a little break, came back. So if I get it, I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go do a couple other errands and maybe come back in the afternoon. I think the move is good for a lot more, but I just want to be done with the day. I'm gonna move this down so we can monitor our Amazon. Amazon is also looking good. For Amazon, if I were trading it, I want to be careful. So either I could be taking the profit from here and take a profit before this line because I think that's a resistance, or I will enter after this resistance when it has a clear breakdown of that, breakout of that. So another 2 cents away from our exit. Come on, SPY, give me my exit.
Shares of Kodak hitting 60 and then halted again at 53.37.
I think Kodak was a stock to trade today, but it's so volatile. Let me see what's going on with Kodak. Just keep hearing it in the news. Look at this. This is just freaking ridiculous. Maybe I should be shorting Kodak. Um, Should I short Kodak? Let me see if TOS will let me short it. A lot of time they won't. Let me get my. Think I got my exit. So there you can see my exit for $70 profit. So it's around 10:42, a little over an hour, and I'm up $220. So it's a pretty good day. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and my thought process behind how I trade and this advanced option selling scalp strategy. So I'll see you in the next video, and be sure to like and subscribe so this way it actually shows me that people are actually interested in watching this kind of video, so I'll create more of this. Take care guys, enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.